actually it might not work very good at all because you can't see down there. So I might have to do, oh, there we go. I guess that's as good as it's gonna get, because I lose in this household. I'm like down here on the totem pole and everybody else is above me. So we have this room today. All right, mobility. Oops, I forgot to put that on. Okay, so we're gonna do ankles. So when I stand up for the one, you probably won't see my head, but you don't need to see my head. We're going with ankles and hips and spine and then shoulders. I had planned on only doing it for half an hour, but I can't use my gym right now because heaven forbid we all work out in one room together. Not happening apparently. So just remember with mobility, you never move to the point of pain, and you go slow. You don't want to do it fast. Sorry, I'm just finding the little thing I need. There it is, way at the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna start seated on our butt. Let's see if I can come back here. Okay, let's see. Thanks, Silva. Okay, so you're gonna sit on your butt. Hopefully you can see my foot. So you're just gonna hold your leg up here, and you're just gonna start with slow circle. Oh, you also need a pair of dumbbells for one of the ankle exercises. Sorry, I forgot about that. But you all probably don't get kicked out of your exercise room, so you know, there's that too. Gym, whatever. All right, change directions. Go the other way. At least you got the good couch behind. The other one has crap all on it because nobody picks anything up here. Let's just leave it and, you know, forget about it. All right, go the other leg. Can't really see it in the couch. Just switch, pick a direction. Go slow. Draw a circle with your toes. I can hear and feel my ankle cracking. All right, switch directions. I'm not really counting, and we're not timing anything today. Switch to the other leg. We're gonna do it again, one more time each side. We're gonna do a few different ankle exercises today. We have about 4 to go through. All right, switch directions, go slow. Count how many. Okay, switch sides. Pick a direction. Doesn't matter which direction you start in. Try and go slow. Make a nice big circle. And then switch directions. Okay, so you're gonna need your dumbbells for the next one. You're gonna be in this half kneeling position. All right, your back foot, you can have it down. Can't really see if I can move back a bit. Hopefully you can see my foot, but it's not necessary. So you're gonna lean forward and you're gonna move your dumbbells forward. Little pause. Okay, go slow. And it's okay And I think I grabbed too heavy of dumbbells. Oh well, don't have another choice now. So lean forward as far as you can and move those dumbbells forward to help you get into it a little bit more. Now, if you have heavier dumbbells like I do, you're probably going to feel it in your quad. Now, could you do it without? You could just move your hands forward and you can touch them down. If you can't, if you need, well, hopefully not if you need to. Oh, also you need to keep your foot flat on the floor. Don't lift that heel. Keep your foot flat. Let's go one more time on this side. And then switch sides. I'm just gonna stay in this direction. So lean that chest forward. It's more about getting that knee forward, but you do have to lean forward a little bit. But try and get your knee past your toes. And if you don't want to use those dumbbells, you don't have to. We are going to come back to this one. We're going to do a standing one next, and then we're going to come back to this. Foot down, foot flat. Okay, so you're gonna stand. Can you see my feet? Hopefully you can see my feet. I have it tipped as much as I can. Okay, so we're gonna do a little ankle dance. So we go out with the toes, out with the heels, in with the toes, in with the heels. So out, out, in. Actually, I started with my heels. Now you might find your feet are going to get a little wider, and I'm moving up towards you. So try and start with your feet together. And it really doesn't matter if you start with your heels or your toes on this, but your feet are probably gonna start spreading apart a little bit, so you can adjust and move them back together. So it's called an ankle dance. Do it a few more times. I have to keep adjusting my feet. Feel it in the quads a little bit too. That could just be from the other one. Okay, come back down. We're gonna go back to that half kneeling and the dumbbell one. So again, if you don't want to use the dumbbells, don't keep that foot flat on the floor. So lead with the knee. We're not gonna lead with the chest here. And if you have those dumbbells, reach them forward a little bit. Little pause at the end. Let's switch sides. Not really sure how many times. Again, not counting, just moving. Keep that foot flat. And remember, you can get rid of those dumbbells at any time. All right. We have one more ankle one to do. So, you can hold your dumbbells in your hands if you want. So take your feet wide. Well, if you have the dumbbells, don't have them too wide. Okay, so you're gonna sit down just like this. Okay, so if you have the dumbbells, you can move your feet in a bit, but I'm not gonna use them because we don't really need them. So you're just gonna rock side to side here, and if you wanna move your feet in a bit, you can, or move them out. So you're sitting right down into it and just rocking side to side. So you're gonna go forward and back, rock, keeping your feet flat. Whoops. So if you want to help yourself out, you can put your hands down and rock if you need to. All right, go back to side. So we are also, besides ankles here, ooh, if you have something behind you and hold on, and do the rock a little bit more. So you're also getting hips out of this as well. Okay, forward and back. Keep the feet down though. We're just rocking in through the ankles. Getting a little rock in the hips. All right, now put your hands down, straighten your legs, only in your own range of motion, straighten and bend. So we're about to move into some hips here. All right, so come down onto your hands and knees. So if you're gonna go sideways with me, we're gonna start with the, should we start with the back? We're gonna start with the back leg, okay? Because then that way we'll be facing each other that way. So you're gonna come up into a plank, go to downward dog, come forward, you're gonna bring your back leg in front. So you're gonna be in this 90-90 position. Hopefully you can see my leg. You're gonna start opening with the back leg, rotating nice and slow. You can put your hands down. You're gonna come up into downward dog. Back leg again comes forward. We're gonna sit in that 90-90 position and slowly open to the other side. And back up. Back leg. I might have to adjust this when we hit the floor a little bit more. Up, downward dog, back leg. Start opening the back leg here. Slowly, you want to keep this one down as much or for as long as you can before rotating. If you have to put your hands behind you as you rotate, go right ahead. So we're gonna add on to this. So hands are up, this leg here, that shoulder, I want you to tip. Use your core. And come on up, do that again. Tip side, and come up. So you're going down as far as you can here. Let's do one more on this side. Okay, now we're gonna rotate slowly. If you need to put your hands down, go ahead. Open as slow as you can. Arms up. So, whatever shoulder it is for you, tip, and then come up. Keep those arms crossed. You can go like this if you want. Make sure those legs are 90, feet are not tucked here. Make sure you're using your core. Let's do one more. Rotate back through. And let's go back to the first one. All right, up to downward dog. Back leg. So we're gonna do one tip. And then we're gonna rotate. Nice and slow. We're gonna come up, back up into downward dog. Back leg under. Arms up, tip to that side. And up, and slowly rotate. And we're gonna do that 2 more times each side, then we're gonna move on to the next thing. Arms up, tip, and up, and then rotate, slow. Hands down, get into downward dog. Back leg under. Arms up, tip, drop the shoulder. And come on up, rotate the legs slowly. Hands down, come on up, press back. Back leg under. Arms up, tip that shoulder. And up, rotate. So last time on this side. Hands, downward dog. Leg under. Arms up. Tip. And come up. And rotate. So I am gonna face you for this next one. So you're gonna get, actually I'll go to diagonal. You're gonna get into like a pigeon. Oops, I might have to move back, sorry. Into this pigeon position, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that back leg, swing it around, come on up into that half kneeling, and we're gonna tip towards that leg. Then if you need to put your hands down to get that leg back, you're gonna slide it back. All right, so back leg comes up, slide it around, and tip to the side. Now as you're tipping to the side, tilt your pelvis under a bit so we can get into, excuse me, that hip flexor position. Just tip to the side. So you're tipping to the side, that leg is coming forward. So this will be our last one for the hips. And then we're gonna move into the spine, so I might have to adjust the camera. I should say adjust the phone. Hopefully I can get it to work. All right, one more. Whoops. Okay, so to switch sides, we're gonna go into 90-90, and we're gonna rotate slow. All right, so tuck the legs, extend that back leg a little bit, get into pigeon, you can have your hands down, back leg comes up, and tip to the side, pushing that hip flexor forward a bit, and then bring that leg back again. too fast. Remember to tip that pelvis under as you're getting into that hip flexor, so you can get into that hip flexor, I should say. Now, I don't really know how many times we did it through the other side. So all the rest, spine and shoulders, are all on the floor. So I'm going to try and do 2 exercises of each, and then see how much time there is left. So let me see. Sorry, I have to adjust stuff. See if I can move it down here. Oh yeah, that's good. Perfect. Okay. Not really, it's not perfect, but it's way better. Okay. So what are we doing here? So I'm going to be going facing this way so you can see. Sorry, you're going to see my butt. So one leg is going to be up. Your arms are going to be out at a T. Oops, no, I better go here. So you're going to bring this leg up. You're going to drop both legs to the side. You want to try and get your foot to your hand. Then you're going to sweep it along the floor all the way around. That leg can come up, and then you're going to go to your other foot and you're going to bring it up. Okay? So you decide whatever side to start on. Arms are out, leg is up. So you're going to drop both legs to the side, trying to touch your foot, or trying to touch your foot to your hand, and then circle it down. Try and keep it as low as you can. And as you come back through the center, the leg comes up, and then touch your other hand, and then lift it up. Pause for a second, and then repeat. I don't just feel this in my spine, I also feel it in my hamstring as I'm dropping over to the side, a little bit in the hips. And let's do one more on this side. Come back up to the center, and we're going to switch legs. So, drop it over. You can pause for a second. As you come through the center, that leg comes up. Bring that leg to the other hand. Back up to the center. Move slow. Keep it hovering over the floor as much as you can. Remember, you're going in your own range of motion here. And remember, each side might feel a little different. Hello.
You doing a video?
Yeah, where else was I going to do it?
I thought you don't do it till morning.
I did at 8:30 today. It's fine.
I got a movie.
It's okay. It's all good. All right, last one. All right, rock and roll to sitting. So you're gonna sit cross-legged. This one's pretty easy. So you're gonna come forward all the way and come up, and then just switch your legs. Forward as far as you can. Pause for a second, come on up, and switch the legs. Now, I did say I was only gonna do 2, but we are gonna do the next one because I need the next one. So I'm assuming everybody else does too. So you're also gonna, hopefully you're gonna feel this one in your hips as well. I feel it in my hips as we're leaning forward. Let's do 2 more. All right, hands and knees. We're gonna start with the back arm. Oh, this is a good view. So we're gonna take the back arm under. We're gonna bend that front arm, drop our shoulder, push our front hand through the floor, and reach the arm up. Now, as you reach up, the hand that's on the floor, you're gonna push through the floor and try and open through your chest as much as you can. Okay, one more on this side. Put that hand down and you're gonna switch sides. So front arm comes underneath. Push that hand through the floor and reach up. Really push through the floor. Exhale as you reach. Let's do 2 more. We're going to move into some shoulders. And most of the shoulders are on the floor. Okay, so the first one we're going to do, I'm going to show you here first. So you're going to start like this. So the arm that's down, your palm is facing behind you. The arm that's up, your palm is here. So we're going to be on our stomach. We're going to lift our arms up. We're going to rotate. When you get to here, you're going to flip and come up. And we're going to keep our arms as high as we can. Okay, so down on your stomach. It really doesn't matter which arm you start up or down because they switch anyways, right? So you're going to engage your glutes. You're going to engage your core. You might even come up a little bit with a little bit of a low back extension, which is fine. I would actually like you to do that. So one arm up, one arm down. So little low back extension with the arms up as high as you can. Rotate. And when you're switched, come down. And you're gonna come up and start moving the arms, flip the hands. And you want to move slowly here and then drop down. Little lift up, lift the arms, rotate out. When you get to a T, flip the hands. Lift as high as you can, rotate.
One more time. And gently come down. Hands by your side.
Come back up to hands and knees. So we're gonna do some scapular circles. So you're gonna drop your chest, shoulders come up. We're not scrunching them to our ears. We're gonna rotate the shoulders back and around. So we're gonna make a little bit of a circle here. Keeping that core engaged, go slow. So it's like you're doing shoulder circles with your hands on the ground, keeping your arms straight. Shoulders come up and then they circle backwards. So as your chest drops, your shoulders are coming together a little bit. Now for some, it's hard to go in the opposite direction, but I want you to try. So you drop down, shoulders go backwards, and then around to the front. One direction is probably going to be a little harder than the other. Try not to let your belly sag. One more time around. All right, bring those knees in for a second. Just relax. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have our hands at our lower back. We're gonna have our elbows on the ground. We're gonna pull our elbows back, lift the hands up and squeeze. We're gonna move out. When your arms get to a T, we flip, keeping them as high as you can. Reaching those fingers, pausing, and then we're going to take it back and flip and slowly move, hands behind the back. Pause over top of your low back, drop the hands, and then you're going to drop the elbows down. All right, but we're not doing it in that position. We're coming all the way down to the ground.
Forehead down.
We're not doing a low back extension here.
So elbows are down. So we're going to pull our elbows up first, and then lift the hands, squeeze your butt, and then move out. When I get to a T, flip, keep the arms high, reach, move them toward your head, reach through the fingers, and then go back. Keep your arms high, flip when you get to a T, a little bit higher, bend at the elbows, hands to your low back, and then drop everything. Relax. Take a breath. You're going to do that again. Lift the elbows up, squeeze. Then lift the hands, keep that tension. Move out slow. We're not going fast here. Keep the arms as high as you can. Flip. Bring the arms up towards your arm, ear to head. Reach through the fingers. And then go back. Reach high. And flip. Bend at the elbows. Hands down first, and then your elbows. Breath. So lift the elbows up, squeeze right through the shoulders. Lift the hands, move the hands out. Flip, reach. Moving back to a T. Arms high, flip. And move the arms back, then bend at the elbows. Pause for a second, hands down, elbows down. One more time. Elbows up, squeeze. Lift the hands, move. Flip the hands, reach. Move the arms back, flip. Bend at the elbows, hands down, elbows down. Relax your arms, hands by your side. Come up onto your hands and knees. And I want you to do those scapular circles one more time. Engaging your core here. And then if you can, switch directions. Now, have a seat. I want you to tip your head to one side. Slowly roll it forward, slow. Tip to the other side, try and keep those shoulders down. Roll it forward back. I'm doing this, I'm being selfish by doing this one. Pause for a second and forward again. Pause for a second when you get to the other side and go back. And head up center. And you're all done. I hope you enjoyed that. It was longer than 30 minutes. And that's a good thing. Have a great day. Bye-bye.